Okay, everybody, welcome back for another episode of Master Command. Today we're going to be continuing our Swedish revenge campaign, trying to make up for the first campaign where things didn't go so well. The other thing I want to mention is that I've officially hit 1,000 subscribers, so I want to thank all of you who have taken the time to subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I uh, really didn't know if I would ever reach this milestone, but I'm here and we're here, so I really appreciate that. Thanks for everyone who has subscribed. You guys have just really made me ecstatic. I've been hoping to hit 1,000 for a while now, and it's just following these birds here. It's kind of surreal that that it's finally happened. So thank you all, and we'll go ahead and try to keep putting out entertaining gameplay for you guys. So keep on watching, and for those who haven't subscribed, I would strongly encourage you to subscribe. Anyway, okay. So what do we want to do here? I'm thinking I want a death march over here. I kind of made a mistake because we fought like a field army over here, right? And then I just kind of went north. I wasn't sure if I wanted to come over here, but I definitely do. The reason being, I have enough money to buy some more units. I've got a ton of junk to sell, and this is a disarmed settlement, so there's going to be fewer options here. So I definitely want to come over here, and then as we're coming back, visit this fort, visit this battlefield, see if we can get anything good out of those encounters. So let's go ahead and march west. I'm going to let the day tick, and then we're going to horse march. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see what we can even buy. Finnish musketeers, provincial cavalry. Oh, we could get some of these recruits. That's pretty neat. I haven't bought any of these yet. Hussars would be cool. This artillery isn't too bad. I could also go with the Varvade. There we go. Where these guys are a chunky unit at 1400. They're fairly accurate. I think their reload isn't quite as good as the Finnish. Is that right? Yeah. So they're not as good at shooting as the Finnish are, but they are a chunkier unit. They got more men. They have more morale. I think they had more melee. Let's see what the... Yeah, melee and charge was higher. I think the Finnish had 15. There's also these Varvade Grenadiers, which are... These are interesting. Their charge isn't as high as, say, the Swedish Grenadiers. Yeah, 55. Pretty insane. But they are a larger unit, and they get more melee. So 55 morale on the Swedish Grenadiers, and what are you guys at? 60 morale. So this is actually interesting. Like, if I want to go, if I want to get any Grenadiers, maybe these guys are the move. Let's see, 30 charge, 40 melee. How do our veteran musketeers compare? Let's click on. Okay, so the Varvade Grenadiers have better melee, worse charge, but better morale. Move speed's 35. What is it on the Varvade? 25. Okay, so they're kind of slow. This is such an interesting unit. Foot hussars. Okay. Anyway, I am gonna buy this unit. I don't know if I'll pick up the provincial cavalry. I am interested in getting one more cavalry unit. We'll see if I do that or not. Okay, so let's sell off these things. Don't need them. Sell off the worn bayonets, the worn sabers, this portrait, that. Sell off a worn musket and this. So that nets us a fair bit of money. Let's definitely pick up these recruits. I think I won't buy the cavalry for now, just because I want to be able to buy up like some manpower, some ammunition, maybe take a peek at the gunsmith. I think all of our guys have bayonets, right? No, you don't. So I could get a real bayonet and make you... I mean, it's only a marginal difference. Melee, well, melee will go up a little bit, so maybe I'll buy you a light bayonet. And you can have that, and then we can sell off the worn. Okay. Let's then buy up some manpower. Do one more. Buy up some ammunition. Make sure everyone's loaded out, except for you. And I don't need food, but since it's cheap here, we're gonna buy up some food. And that should leave us stocked for a little while. Let's go ahead and force march our way up to this fort, see what's over here. Yes, absolutely. Heavy bayonet. How does that compare? Better melee, worse charge. This is just better for you. Oh, here, let's give you a better weapon. Yeah, you can keep the Delft. Here, I'll give you heavy socket bayonet. You can have a normal bayonet. And I'll give you the... give you guys the Potsdam, I guess. Just to have the better reload. And we need to get some items for this dude. Do you have anything? No. Nothing worth giving. Oh, tell you what. I wanted to look at the staff officers here because someone was saying that I should probably be using... I should probably be buying like the regimental officers and using the option here to put in like doctrines or staff officers to make this go up faster. So are there any places where items can be bought for cheaper? No, doesn't really look like it. Yeah. Then let's go ahead and force march over to this battlefield, or death march I should say. Oh, okay. Neat. Fire by rank, but they take extra damage. Got some Russian reserves, some Prussians, a little bit of artillery. Okay, nothing too bad. We're about on equal strength in terms of army size, so let's go ahead and get on in there. Okay, everyone, we are back. Let's go ahead and get moving. What I want to do is I want to draw them across this river and into fighting us. Well, at least into exhausting themselves crossing this river. So I'm moving all of our guys over here. Notably, I have my cavalry over here. The reason being, they should come after the mass of our forces, and then when they do, the cavalry can slip in behind and knock out the artillery here. But it does look like they're going for it. That's good. These guys are... well, they didn't actually exhaust themselves that much. They didn't spend very much time on the river. But if the Russians come over this way, they should exhaust themselves. Okay, and I'll just leave the cavalry here for now. Did a fair amount of damage, but nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and start forming you guys up. Why don't you guys pull back a little bit? Here, let's get you over here. A little bit of friendly fire there. You hold your fire for now. You hold your fire. Why don't you come over here? Let's come back a little bit here. Get the general. You guys can open fire. Take off your bayonets and open fire. You guys I might bring up here. Okay. Here's the problem. We want them to... So why don't you get into a column? We want them to try to cross over the river, so let's pull back just a little bit. Entice them to cross the river a bit more. You guys hold your fire. Take a step back. Yeah. Good, good, good. They are starting to come across. Let's move our provincial cavalry. So you guys take off your bayonets. Get you guys in position. Yeah, I love where things are at right now. So you guys take your shot. Beautiful. Get into an attack column. You guys come forward. Actually gonna have you guys charge in. Try to knock them out. Okay. You guys take off your bayonets. Take your shot here. Beautiful. Get into an attack column. You guys come forward. Take off your bayonets. Open fire. Just put on your bayonets. And then let's charge in here. Put your bayonets on. Get you into attack column. And let's send you in. The Finn's down here. Feel free to open fire again. Yeah, the artillery's just pounding away at these poor guys I have. Okay, I'll let them take their shot. I'm gonna move these guys around. Okay. Now let's move the finish in front. You guys hold your fire. Take your shot. Take your bayonets off. Get into an attack column here. And let's start charging in. Once they get their volley off, we'll charge. Nice. Let's form into a line here. You come back them up. Beautiful. Okay. Let's put you into an attack column and get you moving in. Get you across the bridge. And let's get the cavalry attacking artillery. Okay, then you guys just charge in. I was gonna say take a volley, but we have some of our guys here that are in the way, and I don't want them getting shot. Okay, you come across, you come over here. Actually, I don't want you killing them. Nice. Very good job. Okay, let's pull the cavalry out. Get situated over here. Because we still need to knock out these Russian reserve musketeers. So let's get ready for that. I'm gonna have these guys come hang out in the wood line. You guys come across. Actually, come across the bridge, come over this way. We're coming after our veteran musketeers. Fine, it just means it's going to leave them exposed from other directions. Okay, you guys go ahead and set up here in the woods. Finish musketeers. Let's go. Okay. Get you into a line. Same here, let's get you guys into a line. Open fire. And then the Finns will get their shot off. We're gonna move these guys in. Let them take a shot. Nice. You guys hold your fire. You guys take your shot. Honestly, they might even rout just from that. Yep. Let's see what our losses were like. Not terrible, but still 10% isn't fantastic. Their artillery did the most damage. These Prussian musketeers actually did a fair amount of damage as well. I think I am going to go with the reservists just so that we can replenish some of these losses and be able to keep force marching around. The money is pretty decent though. And the veterancy. I'm going to go conscription. So, you guys get ammunition, like that. Yeah, you can have all of that. You don't have a horse. 8 and 6. Oh, that's way better than the boots. I don't have any artillery yet. I might sell that off. What does Heat Wave do again? Less stamina, less morale. Interesting. Okay. Let's walk this way. Give us 1 tick of replenishment. There we go. And then we'll check out this battlefield. I think I'll take the reservists. This will help me move faster for like 5 days. And because I have a Jönköping in reserve, so I don't think we needed the weapons that much. And I'll take the extra movement speed so that we can get to the places that we want to be going. So let's go ahead and moving. Oh, okay, nice. The Prussians, a few Cantonists, 2 Freikorps artillery, and a Freikorps recruit. Very interesting. Okay, let's get into this battle then. Okay, we're ready to battle, so let's do it. My plan here is I'm going to take our 2 shooting guys, the Finnish musketeers, and the, I really need to look up how to say this word, Iska recruits? Iska? I'm not sure. I'm going to put them both in the town here. I'm going to put them both in cover. And then I'm going to take our Swedish guys, and we're going to come around this way. And what I'm hoping... Well, what I was hoping was that the Prussian musketeers would come down this way, that they would just bypass the hill, and then we could take a shot, and then charge into them. See how that plays out, though. That's not what it's looking like at the moment. I mean, yeah, we can just go ahead and keep on swinging around this way. I might have these guys move to take the hill. And then everyone here can just hang strong until everything else gets figured out. Get you moving. Set you up here. It's the cavalry. Cavalry, keep on coming. You guys take off your bayonets. Let's have you set up here on the high ground. Perfect. Once they've taken their shot, I will move our veteran musketeers into position. good. Let's move up here. Put on your bayonets, take off your bayonets. Into an attack column. You guys come around. You can take off your bayonets. And I want to break their bracing with our provincial cavalry. And then charge in with these guys. So yeah, they're losing a lot of bracing, and then we'll pull the cavalry back once they've made contact. Perfect. And if you want, I'll let you fighting them. You guys come around this way. Their artillery is exposed. Let's support the Finnish over here. They're not coming back, so that's fine. Cavalry gets... Yeah. Let's bring you a little bit in this way. And you come over here. Go after them. Okay, they're retreating. Oh, these guys are going to end up breaking here in a second. Okay, let's just keep on moving then. And then let's make sure these guys don't rally and come back. I'm gonna bring you way over here. You guys can charge in, you guys can come up, charge in as well. And that'll do it. Move speed and stamina recovery up, morale down. Okay. Losses weren't bad, so we're not going to take the replenishment. I might go for the veterancy. It looks like these guys could upgrade into Swedish veteran musketeers here pretty soon. So I might just do that. Although money would be pretty sweet. I think we'll have enough stuff to sell off. Let's go with the... Sorry guys, I'm really struggling here. Let's just go with the veterancy. Okay, so now you can be British cavalry. And you can upgrade into a veteran musketeer. As can you, actually. Cool, so now we're getting some really, really good strong units. Melee brigade. Early's okay. But there's got to be like a better melee. I mean, this is really good. The officer command radius is actually fairly good too. Officer command radius and morale? I'm gonna go with the combat effectiveness, just because that does a lot of good things, and also hopefully makes him less likely to die. Okay. Go ahead and hop in here. Okay, so there is a recruit unit that we can buy, which I will do. I will... might switch these guys out, just because this is more of... we have more firing units than we do, like, cavalry units. And I'll put the Finnish in charge of having the officer. Give you a better musket. Give you this, sure. I'm not going to give you the pickled herring. I don't want you to have worse morale than what you already have. Morale +4, charge +2. Here, let's do this instead of the cross pendant. Give that to you. And maybe I'll give you the shepherd's axe instead. Move speed, stamina, recovery. Okay, and you can have the haversack. Now, let's sell off a few of these things here. They don't have the building for staff officers. I'm just taking a peek at... ooh. We have some excellent muskets here, but we need to save up our money and buy another brigade. It's a lot. I might raid this town. Not really good for much at this point. I also might sell the pickled herring. We'll see, we'll see. Definitely selling off those. I want to keep the dragoon sword in case we get another cavalry unit. I am going to sell off the limber chest. Pretty basic limber chest, so we're not losing much by selling it. In my mind, at least. And let's sell off those two items as well. We're not going to be using them anytime in the near future. We'll just take the money. And then let's buy up a little bit of ammunition, a little bit of manpower so we can keep death marching. Okay. Looking good. Let's go ahead. Do I want to raid this for sure? Or do I want to raid like a village because it'll take less time? Now let's just go ahead and raid this city. We'll be able to make up for lost time by not force marching, death marching. What are all these headquarter notifications? Oh my gosh, stop. Okay, there's the cadence marching. There's some extra loot that we can sell off eventually. Let's go ahead and come over here. And Death March. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, spend some money. Let's see where all the armies are at. There's a patrol up here, cool. There's an encamped army over here. Patrol. There's 2 other encamped armies. Okay, so let's come around, fight this patrol, come down here, fight this patrol. Line up to fight this patrol, and then start working our way through these encamped armies. These ones are pretty small, 8,800. It makes me think they must have like either a lot of artillery or a lot of cavalry or a lot of light infantry, maybe. Not a whole lot of line infantry. So yeah, let's definitely fight these 3 patrols, try to generate any battles that we can through encounters, and keep on moving. Up here. I got this encampment. We are taking mountain attrition here. Do I switch to foraging and just take 1 day mountain attrition? Yeah, I think so. Okay, worth it. Go ahead and come over this way. And there's an encampment over here. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and fight these guys. Mauricians. We've been running into a lot of these. A lot of Mauricians and Puerto Rican doctrines. Okay. Freikorps Hussars have pretty good charge, but early on in the game they shouldn't be that good because they don't have a lot of items, so we'll hope that's the case and go ahead and fight. Okay, we're loaded in, ready to move. So what we're going to do is set up our firing line over here using the cover of the hedgerows. They will mostly be out in the open. I'm also assuming that they are going to advance on us. It says that they are unlikely to be aggressive, but it seems like these armies still tend to attack fairly often. So if they don't, we're bringing the Swedish around and we're going to try to roll through their flank. So we'll see how they act once they are in position. Okay, let's look. The Russians come up. I might even take you guys. Okay, they don't really have much. These guys are actually fairly good on the charge, so I'll leave your bayonets on. You guys can take your bayonets off. You can form up here and take your bayonet off. Actually, let's have over here. You guys can start to come around. Cavalry can come over here. General, please come up. Okay, they'll get their shot off, and then I'll advance with these guys, take a shot, and then we'll go charge again. You guys get into an attack column, you guys take your bayonets off, shoot them, throw your bayonets on. We'll send the cavalry in first to break their bracing. You guys start coming around. Honestly, we don't even need to charge into them. Cavalry will just mop that up. But I do want to aggro this cavalry. It looks like that is happening. Okay. Why don't you charge in and help out over here? See how the line's doing. Honestly, doing pretty well. Let's turn you over this way. Make sure that they're getting morale boost over here. And you guys can go ahead and charge in. You can hold your fire. Let's keep making our way over here. Let's get those Freikorps Hussars mad at us. Okay, those guys are pretty done. They should rout after this volley. You could even hasten that a little bit. And then go ahead and nope. Just want you into a line over here. That's all I want. All I want. Take your shot. They should break. There we go. Okay, from here, let's start taking the money option so that we can get this other brigade open and then start adding units in. Hey, good job, Fire Brigade. It's got a lot of experience. Not quite there to become the Musketeers, that's okay. Do you need to upgrade? 5? Okay. Not terrible. Let's get our replenishment in. Ooh, great coats. That would be massive on some of these guys. Here, I'll even open a slot for you. Then let's throw a light bayonet on these guys, and we can give you a bayonet. Tobacco, cheese. Cheese wouldn't be terrible on one of these guys. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just take a peek at everything real quick. A good halberd, but it's so it says that it's good, but the item doesn't have like the blue tint to it, blue or silver tint that a good item would normally have. So I don't know if that's actually a good item or not. Let me... So this is 8, 6, and 15. Let's just take it off and compare the two. 8, 6, and 15 compared to 4, 4, 5. So I don't think this is a good halberd. I think this is just a normal one. Based on the stats, because the stats are roughly like... For example, the morale damage dealt, 5% compared to 15%. I imagine that goes up +5 for every level. Charge goes up by 1, veterancy gain goes up by 2, I guess, for each level. It doesn't seem right. So I think that's actually just a good halberd. Let's go ahead and throw this back on one of our guys. Okay, they all have hanger swords. You don't. I feel like you have fairly good items. What do they have in the barracks? Interesting. Not that we even have the money to buy them, though, because we need to sell off some things. So let's sell those. And sell the worn bayonet. I don't think we need 2 hussar sabers. I'll actually probably sell both of them and just keep the dragoon sword. So that brings us up to 1,000. We could purchase a new brigade if we wanted to. I will not for now. What I will do is I'll buy up some reservists so that we can keep death marching around quickly. So let's move over. Let's check out this encampment real quick. I know this is backtracking a little bit. Shoot. Okay. Okay, that actually turned out really poorly for us. We'll come visit this convoy. Ooh, give up a musket and get a recruit infantry unit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do it. Let's make sure it is a worn musket that we're giving up. Okay, cool. So now our fire brigade is pretty much complete with this unit. Okay, so go ahead and keep on force marching down here and fight this patrol, fight this patrol, and then we can start working on the encamped armies. Let's come over here, go around that marsh. Here, perfect. The walls are already breached. Does that mean we can just storm it? I think so. I think so. So why don't we Why don't we come over here, see if we can buy some cheap grenades, and then come back and do that fort. No. Okay. Well, never mind. I'm not going to bother with it then. Okay, let's go ahead and come on down this way and fight this patrol. Come over here, get this convoy, and then fight this patrol, and then we can start working our way through the encamped armies. Check out this encampment. Sure, get them fed. Had a couple of not so great encounters. That's okay. So relatively cheap provincial cavalry here that we could come pick up later on. What I will do is I think I'll go into just normal march for a little bit since we have used up a lot of our reservists. So let's go ahead and normal march on down here. We've plenty of provisions, we can sell them off. And let's fight this patrol. Okay, so their non-infantry is weaker. Unfortunately, they have a lot of infantry. So we'll just have to overwhelm them with like our numbers. If we want to go into melee. They'll take less melee damage, but I mean if we just stack 2 or 3 Swedish musketeers on them, it's gonna hurt. Okay, not too bad. Let's go ahead and hop into battle. Okay, everyone's got their move orders, so what I'm planning on doing here is I'm sending our line infantry up the road here. I want to turn this into a vertical battle if possible, where we are utilizing the forest cover and the hedge cover here. They might get this little hill here, but shouldn't be too bad. Meanwhile, I'm going to have the cavalry over here. The majority, if they do attack us, the majority of their force should be over here, and hopefully we'll expose their field artillery to my cavalry. With the Swedish units, I am going to be holding them over here, waiting for their line to advance on us, and then I want to knock out this officer here on the Russian Reserve Musketeers. Yeah, so you head on down. You're gonna be like the middle. If possible. If we can get there in time. Definitely not a guarantee. Maybe we run these guys for a little bit. I should have been running them and using up some of their stamina. Okay, I'd say that's fairly good. Go ahead and get you spreading out. These guys are actually... they have a fairly good charge, so I'm going to leave their bayonet on. Bring back the Swedish just a teeny bit over here. These guys are so slow. I'm just gonna send the Swedish up here. And you can come pick up a position here. You guys take off your bayonets. These guys are actually so slow. I might even mess them up more by just sending my cavalry behind them. Okay, I might just leave you over here. Let's shoot at them. What's the fastest? It is you guys. So I might have you track them down. You can form up here behind the Finnish. I'm gonna have you come around. Looks like these two units are interested in the cavalry. At least these recruits are. Go ahead and try to keep moving around them. They did come back. Okay, cavalry, come around. You hold your fire for a second. Actually, just go ahead and take over this whole hill. Okay, not quite who I wanted you to shoot at, but that's okay. Let's start moving in a attack column here. You can get into an attack column. And let's charge in over here. Let's hit that artillery. You guys have been uninvolved, I'm so sorry. And you guys charge in. That shot when you're ready. You guys run into position. Get into an attack column while they're moving up. Fire when you're in position. You guys pull out. You guys both come here. Hold your fire. And let's charge in here. And they should break pretty quick. Make sure they don't rally. Okay. You guys have done fine. You guys have done fine. gonna move our guys up. Finish can come up here. What I'm thinking now is... Here, let's get you over here. You can be here. Cavalry, get back. Okay, and then you into position. You guys take your shot. Go ahead, open fire. Let's slap on your bayonets, put you into an attack column. You guys hold fire. Start moving up. You take your shot. You take your shot. Okay, and then let's charge everyone in. Hold your fire. Get into a column. And start moving. Perfect. Nice, a cannon. We're going to go with the money ammunition. We want to start stockpiling money to get some more recruit units, or just units in general. And go ahead and open a slot here. We'll throw you in. I do want to come check out this battlefield real quick. Face a tough enemy field army. Do I think I can do that at this point? I mean, we can always run, right? We can always run if we think it's too hard for us. Don't need to fight it if we think it's too hard. So let's go ahead and spawn the tough enemy field army, just see what it looks like. And we'll get a heavy line infantry unit, so it's not like we will get a little bit stronger. Bravati Grenadiers. Cool. Let's put you in here. Let's move our cavalry over here. I'll give you toe worms, the entrenching tool, and the tobacco, sure. And then you have grenadiers, very nice. Sorry, did I say you have grenadiers? You have grenades. That means that we could possibly come back up here and try to resolve that fort. But I think that will also put us really close to the HQ. When it's pretty close to activating, and I'd rather be down here trying to fight these two encamped armies. Okay, let's come back here for a second. Definitely going to give you the hanger swords. I want you to have the cheese or the medicinal herbs. Morale and move speed. Casualty replenishment. Let's give you the cheese. You're a little bit on the slower side. Let's do that. And then we can spend some of our money, open up some item slots, make our guys a tiny bit more effective. Oh, you can turn into Varvati Musketeers. That's... Wow, that stinks that they get slower. Oh, the Varvati Veteran Musketeers are actually really slow. 20? Like the same move speed as the Russians. Oh well, I mean, it's not like they have to move a whole lot. Go ahead and do that. And still got a couple good doctrines here. Morale and morale damage received down. You I might give tobacco. And then what if I give you the medicinal herbs? You got beer, you're fine. You don't have any ration, but I also don't want to spend 100 quite yet. So let's give you the morale, because you're kind of on the low side when it comes to morale. And then let's give you the medicinal herbs, so you can have something. Okay, I think that looks good. Everyone's at 4 item slots. Cool. Alright, we'll have something to look forward to next time. We'll fight this field army. I think we should win. We've got more units than them, and I mean, we have a bunch of veteran Swiss Musketeers, so... And now we've got these fun Grenadiers. Yeah, I think we'll be doing fine. Okay, so yeah, let's look forward to this next time, and then we need to keep zipping around the map, fight this last patrol army, and then take on these 2 encamped armies. Fortunately, this field army should be a pretty good indicator of our strength, and we haven't even hit peak strength yet. For this act, we'll definitely get 2 more units, and then keep upgrading our guys. Shoot, officers are expensive here. I really need to buy a new officer. Well... Oh wait, no I don't. I have 3 officers. Sorry guys, I'm going crazy. I'm just going to stop here. I feel like I'm making a fool of myself here at the end of this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate you all making it this far. Hope you're enjoying this Swedish campaign. I feel like we're doing so much better than the first time. And a lot of that is thanks to feedback from you guys, the advice you've given me, so I appreciate it. And once again, thanks for helping me hit 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate it more than you can imagine. With that said, we'll stop here, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.